a train that is coming from the terminal here. Looks like he's going to Portsmouth. He's gonna bring the train to the yard. He'll be switching some cars. What a night. This is the new locomotive. Wow. Refurbished. This is the 118. He's going to be pulling into the next track where he'll switch the train down to the next switch here at the Watkins Yard with 4819 in tow and 4407 trailing. Fresh new 4819 with the E-bell. We don't get to hear it a lot. He's going to come slowly down for a halt, and it looks like he'll be cutting a set of cars that'll push, but I really don't know 100% yet, but he's going to try to come to a stop, and he might be meeting with another train that's coming in later. I don't know. It could be the 189 or 190, I don't know. They've halted these freight conductor positions for a while. He might be pushing it back a little bit to the next switch. So the conductor just got off, and he'll be waving him on to the next track, all the way down towards between Obetz and towards Lupborn. He'll continue on down almost to the next signal, way down there. And then the dispatch will give him a reverse move where he'll switch the cars. From there, he will make a reverse move on his whole train to back it up. That'll back into a side track. It's actually not that bad on a night like tonight. I don't get to do videos like this as often, but here's the conductor. It looks like that's got to be the conductor, and he's right down there past the signal. So if you look carefully, like right about here, he's going to switch onto the next signal right at the top. And right at those two right there, that's where he'll switch the next track. That's where dispatch will realign the switch, and he'll connect to another set of tracks. This is where it's pretty nifty. I mean, it's a rare move you don't see too often. After having to work, I was pretty exhausted after a little while, so I was like, you know what, I need a breather. Take some time to kind of do this kind of work. They don't have any other positions open at this time, for freight conductors, but they did haul them now. There's been a war going on between Alan Shaw and Alcrona. The other guy, I think, was Boychuk, and they ended up not having him as part of the CEO team. So we do know that Alan Shaw is going to stay as the CEO for Norfolk Southern Corporation. But that is just about half the way to the battle here. So we're just waiting to see if he'll roll through. I mean, he's taking the speed, but you'll hear the slack of the couplers and the air hose. He'll have an extra locomotive in the middle. That just depends on if he does have an extra locomotive in the middle. Start this bad boy back up. Whatever was in that freight car. Woo-hoo! Man, it smells. Holy mackerel, it smells horrible in there. Whatever he was hauling in that tanker, that did like the same thing. It makes me want to like throw up, but I'm not putting on that. So apparently no DPUs. That's okay. Which I'm surprised. So they'll reverse the train, and the dispatch will realign the switch right over there. And if you look closely, like right about here, that switch, that's where they're going to switch the switch points. On the next tracks, he's going to continue all the way down. This is what the 118 looks like. 2 locomotives. I'm going to say about 100 freight cars in tow, maybe 125. But as you can imagine, this kind of mammoth train, they're going to clear the crossing. So the conductor was able to get off safely on the access road. And basically what this does, you'll hear in a minute when the couplers bang. Got coil, the last car is a covered hopper, and oh boy, you don't see too many of those as much as you see coil, rock, coal, manure. I don't know, that's one thing I don't usually see. Maybe asphalt, it's hard to say. So the conductor is going to ride on the end of this hopper car. Right here, the covered hopper is going to be going across the crossing. Once he's cleared the crossing, he's got to get across the interlock, and traffic can pass through. So the conductor is checking every single freight car that goes across. He's already passed the crossing. And basically, this is where most people get killed out here if they're not paying attention to the railroad crossing. Crossing is already going back up. Whoa. They're gonna... Looks like we had a little malfunction on that gate there, on the gates there. Whatever it is, I'm sure it's going to be malfunctioning a little bit better. I don't usually get to see this a lot, but as you heard the switch, that was the dispatch here at the office switching the track over to the yard track. So the conductor's about to climb on board the hopper. He's going to give the radio command and use the lantern to tell when the engine to reverse. To let the crew know that they're going into reverse, shoving back the whole entire train as he's going on the approach track or the approach signal. So he's about maybe 100 cars, but now he's getting ready to back it up here shortly. Most conductors could do stuff like that, but he'll be climbing onto the hopper here shortly. That's like a malfunction just waiting to happen. Probably on the next track next to him, he'll have another train that's going like maybe the same direction he is. But I think he's going to come flying down here. I haven't seen the other train coming yet, so. This crew is consisted of, most people go around these lower crossing gates, and they're very dangerous. Because you never know when another train's going to come flying. So the conductor's getting on board on the hopper car. He'll give him the hand signal on the lantern. And that's where he's going to go. So we'll see what's going to happen. He's going to climb on, and he's already on board, and letting the crew know to take the train back to the yard. You don't see that happening a lot. You don't get to see a lot of malfunctioning railroad crossing gates like that.
Yeah, I was wondering why they weren't going down.
No, they were clear. They were clear. Whatever was causing the malfunction, that was something else. So you catch like a few NS trains down here?
What's that?
So you catching a few trains down here?
We just came through the drive, man. I wanted to see what was going on.
They're shoving this train back. They were getting the conductor positions, but right now they're putting them on hold for now. They've been doing a battle with Alan Shaw and the rest of the other CEOs. I'll tell you, I use this scanner all the time, so this is something neat though.
Gates aren't going down. I have to come check it out.
Very much. This is more like a 105 car freight train, but mostly they'll go down to North Carolina tomorrow. So they must be switching crews to tie the train down while they're getting another crew to take over. I wanted to pass that hang test so badly. I'm like, you know what? If I could go back eventually, I will. That would be neat. I can't believe he's shoving that train back like lengthwise. I'm surprised they don't even have like a DPU to put on this train. Not yet. I was working for professional transportation, and I was working at that terminal down there. So I was like, you know what? I hope I get to go back one of these days. It's not common though. He's just pushing that train back. Do you ever use like the railroad scanners usually?
No, I don't know.
I know, right? I don't know. He's just waiting to try to push the train back a little bit more. But once they probably push the cars to a certain length, I'm pretty sure that's probably what the length would be. This would be kind of like a tough job, but I probably could handle it. Even if it's a late night shift.
What types of weather?
Absolutely. I'm sure he's letting them know to shove back a little bit more, but they might be dropping a few cars off, but unless he's tying that train down shortly.
Live streaming?
Yeah, it's like on YouTube.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you're good. I can't beat that. That's for sure. I get a lot of good videos out of it, but so far nothing usually happens down here. Most people just turn around at that crossing.
So they blocked this one so long.
I know, and they're trying to make movements, especially when the dispatch has like his hands full. Sometimes if it's CSX that kind of rolls through, I mean they'll turn it that wide. That turns it into the Parsons yard. Most trains that are coming from Conway, Pennsylvania, they go down here and take the spur track right here, and it takes them all the way to CSX's yard. I was like, no wonder they share the tracks. It's not uncommon though. They don't usually sit there for too long. They'll usually sit for like about a few minutes and then they'll shove it back. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
How long you been here?
Not too long. About 15 minutes at least. Came around like 1:30, so I've been out here for quite a while, so not too bad. You must be releasing all that air.
Yeah, sounds like an open valve, don't it?
Sounds like it. Who knows how long they'll probably be here for a while. We'll see. I can hear something must have escaped from one of the freight cars, especially when they had that air hose. I could not tell you. Must have been a massive kind of airflow leak. Something. Or no, I don't think it's this train. I think it's the other one. So one of the other trains probably like setting their brakes. I don't know. Alright guys, we're back. Folks, we are back. I think this is a... Yep, now he's just pushing it back. Excuse me. No. At least it's for something. I don't know. Alright, 4019 and 4407. They're getting ready to... They're already shoving the train back. Most drivers have a... They just can't seem to be a lot more patient when they had to wait on a train that's backing up. Get over here carefully. We got the moon out tonight. There's the moon. I thought maybe I was hearing another train, so that's another thing I think most people don't like, is having to wait at a crossing and wait for the train to pass through, and they just get sick and tired of it. There's 4819 with 4407. I see like 4819's headlights coming back. So they're shoving the train back. As much as you could tell, this is like a really busy yard usually. It doesn't get quite as busy as usually most rail yards have from time to time. I could never mind that, that's for sure. That's when they say like every train comes out, so they're holding it back a little bit, they're slowing it back down a little bit. So they had just come to a stop again. Air brakes have been released again. Must be setting them up too, and train's gonna roll forward a little bit. Doesn't coming yet, so he's starting to slowly creep forward, but I try to shoo that little thing away. Beat it. Get out of here. Beat it. Talking to that little moth or whatever it was. He's always looking at the light. Let's see what's happening here. Been in my car for a little while and got full tank of fuel. Let's see what we got for oil. Oh yeah, we're okay. They're waiting to shove back. See if we can get kind of a better footage. So, there we go. We'll switch back over here real quick. The moon's out. So, we got the moon. Most people just don't like sitting around. So we're gonna check around here in a minute. So let's see what's gonna happen around here. And I think this is like a nifty kind of yard move. Most trains you don't see like them ever getting stopped like that. You need to get like trains moving out of the way so the cars could get through. Their patience is starting to run thin. We don't have anything coming towards the eastbound area, which is good. Most of which, every yard is basically... Oh, sheesh. Sorry. I got startled by the radio scanner. The railroad scanner, however, kind of detects like what's available and what's not. That's why they had to like predict unexpected things. So Ohio Central, the Ohio Central Railroad already came in like probably early tonight. One car's like, I give up. So many cars had to turn around, so don't worry, folks. It's just kind of like one of those things that most trains have the kind of reason why they don't need to block the crossing line. So he'll get ready to make that move. I probably won't be out here all night tonight, so there's the shove back. Now that big booming sound from the couplers is where the slack cover had to come across. So they had to readjust the brake pressure and adjust the slack. So slack can be overused so like the train doesn't, have a kinked air hose so when it comes to a slow stop. So he had to push it back. All that jolt and the force. He's going to continue his run. So it definitely is something you don't get to see a lot of. a lot of people say, like, you just have to wait for a train to pass. Hey, makes perfect sense now. Here comes the headlights of 4819 with 48407 pushing as well. Most of which, like, most people kind of live right across from the tracks, and it's like kind of like a private property kind of reason. Alright, so it looks like he's just stopped again, I think, for now, but as of now, I think he's just like waiting to get more clearance out of that. So let's find out. Liquid petroleum gas, I mean, it's like non-odorized. It can be pretty hazardous too. So if you're not careful about it, oh boy. This tanker was actually built in June of 2005, so it's like one of those .1. It's the 112, so they would actually be scrapping some of the old tankers though. So we're just waiting for the 4819 and 4407 to back up again, so they must be getting ready to push the train back again. Here comes his next shove. So he'll be getting clearance here shortly to push back. Here comes that big force jolt here shortly. Man, he's pushing like a lot of weight. We'll see if he'll. Looks like he'll probably get the push again. Not sure yet. I think that's what he's going to do next. He's going to continue. Henning crew is going to be hearing from the conductor, and here they go. Oh, no, it's 6X now.
13 parses over. 5246
There they go. He sounds the horn and he's going back. There comes like another sudden jolt, and they ended up moving forward. So it sounds like they're going to come to a stop here, and they'll probably do another reverse move again. I think they must have reduced whatever, and they must be picking up some freight cars too. We shall see. Sounds like the 118 is going to back up again. There he goes. Yep, he's pushing it back. He's going to get more room to go back this time. Alright. He's moving it back now. Here he comes. Backing her up.
Buckeye 6, Mason Yard, let me know what's happening.
Alright, he'll be rolling in shortly. There he goes. There he goes. 4407 and 4819. And there he goes. Now the river crossing should be fully ready to go back up. And they're ready to go. Be going back up here shortly. He already went across. So whatever it was, something malfunctioned. Give me 1 second while they. Yeah. Yeah, whatever it was. Something still. There we go. Delayed reaction. Now it's back up to normal. They had to wait for like a while. All those customers had that a little bit different, so they had to shove back real quick. Well, I hope you guys have a great night, and now I'm getting ready to actually head back home. It's a great evening though, so hopefully we'll get to see everybody again very soon. Thanks for watching the YouTube channel, and hopefully we'll get to see you guys again. If you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, check out my channel here on YouTube and click the subscribe button if you haven't already yet. Click the bell icon if you haven't already done so, and get notified also on my channels. And also be on the lookout too when I do go live again on even during the nights or during the days. When I do go back live, I'll definitely keep you guys updated here from Columbus. Different parts of the area, I'll definitely let you guys know. This is Jordan Brown saying so long from Columbus, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Till we meet again, so long from Columbus, Ohio.